This week on the Explore Uganda series.
Now, who says that a massage is only for human beings? Let's see how I'm creating a relationship with the great authentic ANKOLE cows.
We embark on traversing the varying traditions of the ANKOLE culture.
So is there a difference between the Ntugamo?
Yeah, the Ntugamo has to be bigger than other milk pots.
So that the milk can actually
Yeah. Then after this, it has to be put in these small milk pots.
authentic culture.
In Nshenyi Culture Village, Ntugamo district.
The name Nshenyi, the culture village, is named after the name of the area. That belt is called Nshenyi. It spans between Isingiro and Ntugamo districts.
This is based on the perspective of the mutual relationship between the cultivators and the cattle keepers.
Baganda bange, bagenzi banje, abanyamukago n'abanyamuzale, friends and frenemies, this is a travel show. Culture tourism, experiential tourism is what I'm talking about. Here in Nshenyi Culture Village, ANKOLE region in the western part of Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, the country that I know as my home. We're here to give the best of culture, community tourism, and of course, fascinating activities as far as making brew is concerned. Tonto, Mwenge Bugere, many people of you know it as like that. And we are going to see the battle making pots, a cultural tourism perspective here in Nshenyi Culture Village. I am super excited that everywhere I travel here on the travel show, right there in your sitting room, you always keep it locked on NBS. Let's take it on. Why not?
Uganda is immensely gifted with natural attractions, but there is more to it than that. We are here to explore one of Uganda's best kept secrets, a gem offering a mix of homestay and cultural experiences.
You are welcome on yet another episode of the Travel Show here on NBS, the Media Cathedral of East Africa. This time around, we're diving into culture with a mixture of agro-tourism. We're in Nshenyi Culture Village, where we want to dissect the cultivators and the cattle keepers. I'm talking about the people of ANKOLE. Let's begin with the cultivators. And guess what? Mwenge Bigere, the making of tonto, brewing of the local alcohol. That is what we're going to begin with. Let's take it on.
Located near Chitwe town, around 1 hour's drive from Barara district, in southwestern Uganda, Nshenyi Culture Village comes to life. Mary Mujenyi, the founder, gives us an insight of the background and the name Nshenyi and its cultural attachment.
First of all, let's talk about where Nshenyi Culture Village is. It's right now in Kitwe, in Ruhama County, in Ntugamo district. The name Nshenyi, the culture village, is named after the name of the area. That belt is called Nshenyi. It spans between Isingiro and Ntugamo districts. It's a belt. That is its historic name.
The first day at Nshenyi is an opportunity to settle and rest after traveling from Kampala before spending the next day in the community and learning about the cattle and culture. Culture is a fascinating venture. The reason I'm excited to learn the ANKOLE roots from the perspective of Nshenyi.
We have a number of activities. As I said, we build our activities around the traditions of the people. We do the milking of the longhorned cow, the processing of the product of milk, we do, and of course, the culture of around the longhorned cow is quite rich. It's actually very rich. So we have the tales of the people, we have the recitals, we have the poems, the evugo, as you know, the songs. We have the dances of the people, as I mentioned. We then go to the agricultural side, for example, here, and juice from bananas. And we take our guests through that feeling of making your own local beer. Now I think they call it mwenge bigere, but we called it amarwa, so ukunyuka. So we have people who will carry you, and our guests, our tourists, actually participate in the exercise.
First, before getting up close with the biggest highlight, the ANKOLE cow, I first spend time with the friendly farming community that give me an insight of the ANKOLE cultivators who take me through the process of making local brew that many of us know as mwenge bigere or tonto.
The bananas into this hole, they keep them for 3 days. Then the first day, they have to put them in the water trough, where they have to squeeze them to make the banana juice. So it had spent 3 days. This is the first day. This is what they are doing now.
You might wish to rather taste the product than see the process of brewing, but I guess this is the culture experience that your live eyes might appreciate. This activity was majorly done by the ANKOLE cultivators. Farming, like plantations and goat rearing, was also well associated to the wealthy ANKOLE cultivators. One thing I'm trying to appreciate is the way the Banyankole cultivators coexisted with the cattle keepers, as they both needed each other through barter trade of the time. We embark on the life of the cattle keepers after the short commercial break. Stay with us. This is our exploration visit to Nshenyi Culture Village in Ntugamo district, where we get up close to the sanctity of silence and explore the raw comforts of nature in the Ugandan countryside.
We are at the border, as I said, between two districts. We are located on Kabobo River, which goes into Kagera River. And Kagera River actually runs into Lake Victoria, and eventually the waters go into River Nile and onwards, I believe, to the Mediterranean Sea. So we are connected to the world through the waters of the rivers where we are.
Walking to a peaceful, chilly morning, having spent a night in one of the collections of the unique traditional grass-thatched huts with a cow kraal around it, is quite magical. The modern bandas, whose architecture is motivated by the traditional huts of the ANKOLE people, in a beautiful modern farmhouse amidst a huge compound. The sounds of the ANKOLE cows mowing as if they are calling me to go and check on them.
This is Makio. Welcome to Nshenyi.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again here.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the Nshenyi Culture Village.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, and usually our first activity that we do is milking of the ANKOLE cows.
Wow, I can't wait.
Yeah, and these are the ANKOLE cows that you're seeing here. This is the life of the cattle keeper that he used to live.
Julius, our tour guide, takes me through this very important activity that I find thrilling.
Then before milking, we have to clean their body, massage them.
Now what is he doing? He's massaging.
Yeah, he's massaging, cleaning their body. Usually they put the cow dung all over their body, so we have to clean them and also put them in the mood of being milked.
These cows are that special. They reciprocate to the feeling of the massage.
Now who says that a massage is only for human beings? Yes, see how I'm creating a relationship with the great authentic ANKOLE cows.
Interesting as the ANKOLE cow might be, they are unfortunately critically endangered.
The ANKOLE cow is it's actually worrying We have seen numbers of the ANKOLE cow during my lifetime reducing in the area, for example, of ANKOLE that I'm talking about, from many herds of the longhorned cow as you traveled, for example, between Masaka and Barara and beyond. And now instead we see the black and white cow and other cows, clearly showing that the very inhabitant, the original animal, cow, that people survived on, is going.
Milking these cows is an experience everyone should give a shot, at least when we still have a chance.
Now this is what we call the authentic way of having milk. And when you are at Nshenyi Culture Village, it is a challenge that you milk your own milk, like I'm doing, if I'm going to have a chance to have authentic, delicious and nutritious milk from the ANKOLE cattle.
Drinking unboiled milk from the ANKOLE cattle might not be my thing, but sometimes adventure has no rules.
I do not know the repercussions, but because adventure is part of me, I'm going to taste the authentic milk of the authentic ANKOLE cow.
And for the ANKOLE cows, these are the cows that are not treated every time, so their milk is good.
Wow, I do not need sugar in this milk.
Interestingly, the milk is not only nutritious, but also yummy. We'll be back right after the break as we continue to explore the milking process and the traditional process of making yogurt and ghee. Stay with us. A traditional Bantu kingdom that was formally abolished in the 1960s. The ANKOLE region and the area around Nshenyi is an ideal location that gives tranquility alongside culture and agro-tourism. Getting up close to the ANKOLE cattle, and more so with a chance to milk them, is not only fun, but quite a memorable experience. After the activity, the herdsman gives us an ANKOLE wrap.
aba MBS numwe kuja kuri event zetu za ANKOLE zo mu Nshenyi igomero nega zikasetkishele gomo kibamiro cya kikambikotse na kutoshonga ko bandona kagarra karuma ko mzinga kampika na kagonje sinziri hango mzabine.
Wow, I think I need another wrap.
When ureka terwa kwaguya horwa chika zena rubanza tarendeza monte kagonye kasasa nenzo bima bashijamo.
Now Kent,
regardless, this is the time to take our milk to the next level of reproduction, the culture and traditional way.
Now our culture is told that immediately after milking the ANKOLE longhorn cattle, you get to the cattle keeper's home, taking the milk inside. We are going to explore the process of making this milk, very usable in various aspects of making ghee, making amatunda, yogurt, and all the things that you know milk does.
All these are great activities that justify the need to travel and learn cultural places like these. While in this hut, I find the traditional architecture of the ANKOLE cattle keepers very unique.
This is the traditional architecture of the ANKOLE people from the perspective of the cattle keepers. 2 rooms in a house. On my left is the parents' room, and on the right, that's the kids' rooms. I'm told that at the age of 14 to 15, these kids would get out of the parents' house. But nowadays, it is actually around 2 to 4 when these kids are separated from the parents' rooms. But the interesting highlight is that these rooms didn't have soundproof. I find that interesting.
We have a time to visit the Batwa who survive on making pots, an activity that visitors of Nshenyi are undertaken to appreciate and give back to community. There are some places where you go once and you forever get attached. Culture and traditional villages like Nshenyi are some of those places you should put on your travel bucket list.
Well, when I say that tourism is the fastest growing industry, I mean there is quite a lot to learn from tourism. It's not only about wildlife. The aspect of culture and experiential tourism is so huge and very fascinating because there's a lot to learn. Now, learning the beauty and the cultural values of the ANKOLE people here in Nshenyi Culture Village, learning about these endangered ANKOLE cattle, the long-horned cattle. You know, there's an aspect of dance that is attached. How the ANKOLE people actually dance with their hands up like this, like the way you see these horns. There is a relationship that rotates around the authentic values of these people here in the western part of Uganda that I want to call home. My name is Mpele Bismarck Moses, and I cherish the fact that we travel everywhere, and we pledge that here on the Travel Show we'll bring you the best of the best. We'll be moving and traversing all parts of Uganda and outside Uganda to make sure that if you cannot travel, you see these places here on your TV, live on your TV, and to inspire you to go somewhere if you can. Just make some money and travel, because travel is priceless. My name is Mpele Bismarck Moses. We meet next week. Till then, keep it locked on NBS TV.
This is this week's NBS Travel Quote. We travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us. I'm Mpele Bismarck Moses, NBS Travel Show.